There is a specific kind of pain that doesn't bruise the skin. It rearranges your reality. It happens when the person who harmed you becomes the narrator of your story, and suddenly you are defending yourself for surviving what they did to you. They wound you in private, but they accuse you in public. They study your breaking points. They map it. They memorize it. They press, withdraw, press again. Smile in front of witnesses until one day your nervous system explodes, which is normal. And that explosion, that is what everyone else sees. Not the spiritual gaslighting, not the subtle humiliation disguised as guidance, not the weaponized scripture, not the shifting standards, not the quiet punishments, not the way they erased you slowly while calling it love, not the dehumanization or the humiliation or the objectification or the verbal assaults, just your reaction. And they point to it like a trophy. You see, this is who they are. They are cuckoo in the head. No, my dear, that is not who you are. That is who you become when you are cornered long enough. You see, there is something almost artistic about how they do it. They create perception. They are calm when you are collapsing, measured when you are unraveling, soft-spoken when you are shaking, and the world trusts the calm one, not the reacting one. This happens especially if they are respected, especially if they are spiritual, especially if they are admired, especially if they've built their identity on being good. So now you are not just hurt, you are isolated. You are screaming into a version of yourself that has already been edited and distributed. You try to explain. You think, maybe if I can just say it the right way, if I can just clarify, if I can just show them what really happened. But you're arguing with someone who already rehearsed your character assassination before you even realized you were in a war. Some people do not misunderstand you by accident. They misunderstand you on purpose because confusion keeps you defensive. Defensiveness keeps you explaining. Explaining keeps you exhausted. And exhaustion keeps you controllable. And the most destabilizing part is this. They genuinely believe their version. They rewrite memory until they are innocent and you are unstable. And slowly you start wondering if they are right. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I did overreact. Maybe I am difficult. Maybe I am the problem. That is how narrative control works. It doesn't just convince people. It almost convinces you. But hear me. If you had to be pushed to become the villain in their story, you were never the villain. You were never the villain. You were the scapegoat. And scapegoats carry what other people refuse to confront. Their insecurity, their envy, their failures, their lack of accountability. Everything that collapses in their life needs a body to land on, and you were available because you loved, because you cared, because you stayed, because you believed in repair. And here is the hardest truth. You cannot out-logic someone who benefits from your distortion. You cannot heal inside a courtroom where the judge and the prosecutor are the same person. So what do you do when you've already been painted as the problem? You start performing your innocence. You let people believe what they want if believing the truth will cause them comfort. And you come home to yourself. You anchor, you document, you build quiet boundaries. You grieve the version of you that kept begging to be understood. It's painful. It's painful. Oh my goodness. And if you believe in God, rest here. You were seen when no one else was in the room. The truth does not campaign. I guarantee you it does not campaign. The truth does not beg. It waits, and eventually it breaks on its own. You do not need to destroy yourself trying to accelerate your vindication. Your job is not to fix the narrative they engineered. Your job is to redefine your own. And you are not the reaction. You are not the accusation. You are not the edited story. You are the witness. And when you stop explaining yourself to someone committed to your confusion, that's the moment you stop being their character and you start being the author. God bless you.